Hi, J Mike.
Luca.
And this is Unisport Uncut, episode number 18.
18.
18.
Yes.
Exactly. And today, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff on the table. First of all, we're going to talk about the weight debate. Does weight really matter? And also, there's a lot of new stuff on the table that we're going to talk about. And frankly, there's also some new stuff behind the table. Luca,
Who is that guy?
who are you?
Well, I'm Luca, and I'm your new web TV host. I've been YouTubing on my own for quite a long time, on my own channel and on Free Kickers, so you can expect some crazy shit coming soon.
Yeah, and as you may have seen, Luca already did the unboxing of this guy. You can actually see it by clicking the annotation on your screen right now. But Luca, we're here to talk some boots and what in the world is going on in the world of football. So as per usual, we have 10 minutes starting
Now.
right now. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about today is obviously the weight debate, because you know, we last talked about this 2 years ago. Jolta was here,
Yep.
and we had a lot of different boots on the table. We had only just seen the 99-gram boot at the Adidas, and we thought, okay, that's something for the future. Now it's here, and you know, boots have really gone down in weight since well 2 years ago. And the question is, does weight really matter? As you can see, I've brought some of the boots that are
on speed.
Focus on speed, exactly. So we have the X15s, we have the Superflies, the Furons, the Velocitas, the Evo Speed SLs, and the Crazy Lights, just because they're hella light.
Crazy.
What do you think? Does weight really matter?
Actually, at some point it does, I think. But if it goes too much down, I think you have to compromise some stuff. Like exactly on that model here. I mean, as I wear a sample size, I had the opportunity to wear these.
Not too bad.
And actually...
I haven't.
Yeah.
You lucky mother.
Yeah. Well, I actually think that the boot itself is pretty damn good. The thing is that you just don't feel as secure as in a normal standard boot.
No.
And I think that's the most, or the biggest trade-off you have to live with in these super lightweight boots like the Evo Speed and the Crazy Lights.
I think it feels similar to what I've experienced with the Evo Speed SLs. I have like tiny feet. Don't you dare say anything about that, by the way. But I have tiny feet, so I could only squeeze into the Evo Speed SLs. Brilliant boot. The sensation you get when you're wearing lightweight boots like that is amazing. The lightness on your feet, the mental edge you get. But having said that, you know, when I was your age, for the record, I'm quite a bit older than Luca. But when I was your age, I was all like, the lighter, the better. But, you know, getting older and really experiencing more football boots, I wouldn't say necessarily wiser, but for me, despite the X weighing in at 215 grams, that's 115 grams more than the Crazy Lights.
Imagine.
But I actually feel really good in this. And I feel really good even for the type of player that I am. I like to run at high speeds.
Yeah.
I like to feel fast. But I still feel kind of fast in the X, because it's not, to me, all about weight. It's also about traction.
It is. And I think that the X kind of offers you the thing that these two shoes here don't offer you. And that is kind of stability and no rollover at all. And you just feel secure in the shoe.
Exactly.
You have the Tech Fit collar that kind of keeps you in place even more. So there's nothing like happening like on these two.
Well, but that's the thing, you know, because on the Evo Space, well, traction is decent, but on these, it's just mind-blowingly good.
It is.
Thanks to this second traction, X-Claw second traction stud configuration, you feel like you're in touch with the ground at all times, no matter how you really position your foot. And combining that with the shape of the studs and the lockdown you get in both that and I think also, you know, talking about lockdown, the lockdown you get in the Superfly with the shape of the studs, bladed studs. Sometimes I would actually prefer running at high speeds in these compared to the super lightweight boots, simply because you get more lockdown. The more lockdown you get, the more connected to the boot and the ground you feel.
That's true.
And you know, the more rollover you have and the less lockdown you have, the more energy I feel you waste.
That's true. So, and I think you kind of, you know, you lose speed or time while making cuts in these shoes. Or
probably,
but you kind of have the mental edge of thinking, yeah, this shoe is so light, I'm fucking fast.
So should we really agree that it's you know, not necessarily about lightweight, but the right weight.
The right weight.
The right weight. And of course, we can't ignore these two. Obviously, the Umbro Velocitas. I don't know. Have you tried them?
No, I haven't. Unfortunately,
you should.
I should.
They're brilliant boots. 165 grams. Really, really similar. I feel to the OG F50.
Yeah, it feels like it.
And it's just. It's a really nice sensation. You're light enough on your feet to really feel like you're wearing nothing, but you get that stability and you get the sensation you're wearing a boot with a pretty decent amount of lockdown, a pretty good sole plate. So it's kind of mixing everything that's good.
And it doesn't look too bad though.
It looks really fresh. This is gonna give you a big amount of lockdown. For those who really want to feel securely fastened in their boots, the Furon is
the way to go
for them. There's too much lockdown for me. It's too stiff for me, but that's about it. So I'd say weight, it matters, but
to a certain point.
To a certain point, it just has to be light, and there perhaps comes a point where it's light enough.
Yeah, and I'd say that's for me like round about 200 grams.
Okay.
Honestly.
Which of these boots would you wear if you could choose freely?
That's a good question. Like hearing your sayings about the Velocita, I think I'd go with that one because I'm a vapor kind of guy.
Okay.
And don't have too much time for the dynamic fit collar of the Superfly.
Yep.
So I would kind of go for the Velocita without even trying, to be honest. What's your choice?
Well done, Umbro. I'm a Superfly kind of guy. I love the lockdown. I love the dynamic fit collar. Evo Speed SL is awesome. Velocita is awesome. X is awesome. But Superfly. I'm a Superfly kind of guy.
Staying with the Superflies.
Yes, exactly. Moving on to new releases.
Look at that.
Damn! That's super cheesy, but Luca, this is one of the best looking CR7 signature boots
Definitely.
we've seen.
Definitely.
I mean, the black ones, the Gala Knights were good, but these,
Next level shit.
they're not shiny. They just look, they look cool. There's fire. My God.
And they aren't too loud, in my opinion.
No, that's it. That's it.
Compared to the silverware, for example.
Yeah, I weren't all about the silver. But there's something about black boots that they make kind of bold. And I think these are kind of bold. Yeah. And finally, he managed to get rid of the big CR7 logo. So Yannick Bolasie can also wear the CR7 boots without having to black them out. But really, really awesome pair of signature boots. Moving on, Luca, to other signature, shoes.
City Pack, Adidas.
City Pack, yeah. They're not necessarily made for a player, but for a city, a tribute to a city. We've got Kreuzberg in Berlin.
And this is the Brooklyn version.
And there's also a version from Hackney.
It's a part of London, right?
It's a part of London, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But they come out in two variations, an X and an Ace in the cage variation, and they look pretty cool. The Ace is some sort of, I think it's some sort of knit, to be honest, but we don't really know yet. Feels like some sort of knit, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. And if you live in those parts of the world, Kreuzberg, Brooklyn, or Hackney,
that's the way to go.
Get those shoes, yeah. Moving on again to these. And I'm coming from the CR7s. I gotta say, you have to up your game a lot to beat them. But I think this has to be the most wicked launch of the past month, because damn, it's gold. You know what it is?
It's Jolter gold.
It's almost Jolter gold, actually. But this is the Puma Menotti Star, and it's actually a tribute to a tribute boot. So this is a kind of a remake of a boot Puma made in 1978 when Argentina won the World Cup, and there was this guy called Cesar Luis Menotti, who they made a tribute boot for because he was one of the stars on the World Cup winning team. It happened to be gold and look pretty much exactly like this. So the upper is actually a one-to-one remake. Same stitches, same, I think, type of leather, probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
Laces are the same. The logo on the tongue is the same. Writing's the same. Tooling has been made a little bit more modern, but it's almost or close to being a really, really close copy of the old boot.
What do you think about it?
I love gold boots.
You too?
I love gold boots, but you know, 511 pairs worldwide. Don't know why they have that number, but it just looks cool. Perhaps I would have liked a bit more strong, warm gold. But
Yeah, me too. I think if you make a gold shoe, it should be gold and not without any like off gold thing and silver.
But tell you what,
Whatever.
it looks more 70s than 2015.
I cannot say that. I haven't experienced the 70s. You probably haven't either. But
Hey, me neither. But I think that's solid. And here's a challenge to other brands. Please remake some boots.
Yeah.
Like 1-to-1.
please.
This is brilliant, Puma. Thank you, guys. Anyways, we don't have much time left. We're gonna go a bit over time as per usual because we have another
Tech Craft
edition of the Nike Tech Craft boot.
Exactly.
Luca, take me through.
Oh my god. I mean, we have two varieties here. Vapor, low cuts, and Superfly, high cuts.
Yep.
On the Vapors, we have the synthetic upper totally replaced by the leather.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely stunning, in my opinion.
I agree.
And on the Superflies, we just have a leather upper
time's done.
stitched on top,
Yeah.
which isn't that awesome as on the Vapor, at least in my opinion.
I agree. It's not as awesome. It still feels pretty good. You get a more,
does.
a slightly more dampened touch on the ball. By the way, our time is up, so we're gonna make things quick.
We have to.
You get a more dampened, pillowy, soft touch on the ball than in the Vapor or than in the normal Superfly. But the Vapor is just, you feel that kangaroo leather working on your foot, no flying it underneath.
Exactly.
So that's really, really awesome. One thing I have to say though is the leather on the Legend. This is just
Ridiculous.
this. I mean, it might be too bold to say, and I don't know at this point because, frankly, this is just a sample that we have in our hands, and we haven't gotten confirmation from Nike yet. But this feels as soft as Allegria leather.
From the Totties.
What are you doing, Nike? This is awesome. If this is true, but might be too bold. But if this happens, I'm gonna have to get a pair.
Yeah,
gonna have to
Me
get
too.
a pair. Another thing that we just need to round things off with is Luca. Something's happened this month, and I know that obviously you brought the Nike Ordem, brand new Nike Ordem.
I did.
Brief comment on that.
Barclays, Premier League, match ball, high vis, high visibility for the guys.
I think it looks decent.
It looks. I prefer the other one, the standard one.
Yeah, I agree.
White rat.
I agree. But at least you can see it on the pitch. When I take off my glasses, I can't see jack shit anyway. So yeah, pretty solid. They're going to use this in all of the leagues over the winter period.
They will.
But Luca, a month has gone since the last
Yes.
Uncut. What was the best thing for you over the last 30 days?
Actually, most of you guys won't even recognize this shoe. It's the Umbro Vision 4. It's an indoor shoe.
What is it with you and indoor shoes?
I don't know.
PVG took an indoor shoe, you took an indoor shoe, come on.
Because I think there are so many indoor shoes that like not get as much like reputation as they should.
Preach.
Like that one.
Yeah.
It's like total mesh upper, few silicone addings to it, and it's super soft, nice cushion on the sole. It's just a perfect indoor shoe for me.
We should give it to PVG and see what he
should.
says about freestyling in them.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
I brought a pair of Nike Tech Fleece pants. And yeah, they're pants. These look ridiculously cool, by the way. But they are, next level comfortable.
Yeah.
They are so super comfortable. I'm actually wearing them right now as we're doing this Uncut.
1 week or something.
It's a really, really comfortable pair of jeans. Pants. You can wear them basically for everything. After workout, after practice, before practice.
During workout.
It's really, really nice. So
They are.
yes. But Luca, we went far over time as per usual. Sorry guys, hope you're still watching. But let's hear what you actually think about the weight debate. Does weight matter? Do you want the lightweight boots, or don't you mind wearing a pair of X's coming in at 215 grams? Let us know in the comment section below. And also give a shout out to Luca. First Uncut, you're gonna see more of this guy. But guys, we have to go. Luca,
Yes.
see you next time.
Hopefully.
Absolutely. Signing off. Cheerio. Bye.